Hey folks, Darren again with my Week 16 wrap up. I figured I'd try this out for the last 2 weeks of the season and use it in the playoffs for pre-game and post-game reports. As I predicted, the Eagles put a shellacking on the Bears, throwing up a 50-burger, which now leaves the Bears in limbo and having to face the Green Bay Packers for the division next Sunday. Question one is, will Aaron Rodgers play? Last weekend he was supposed to play, from what I was understanding, as of Thursday. He didn't play. Matt Flynn didn't do that bad of a job, but threw up 2 interceptions that cost the Packers the game. If Rodgers plays, Chicago is out. Question two is, after the beating the Eagles put on the Bears last night, they now hold their own destiny in their hands via next week's game versus the Dallas Cowboys. With the Cowboys, that's, as we all know, up in the air. Two questions for that game are, question one, which Tony Romo is going to show up? And question two is, will the Eagles have as good a game on both sides of the ball as they did last night, which, as we saw, was phenomenal. They were awesome on offense and awesome on defense. But you're going to have to wait until Thursday and tune into my YouTube channel to find out my predictions. I went 13-2 this weekend via 2 losses. One from the Saints and one from the Lions. The Saints lost a game that they should have won against the Panthers. They led in every single category across the board and lost the game. The Lions, well, the Lions are the Lions. They haven't been able to hold a lead in the fourth quarter all year. I'm kind of shocked that they lost to the Giants, though. That was a bit of a shocker. Anyway, there is still hope for my second favorite team, though. The San Diego Chargers still have light at the end of the tunnel. All they need is to win, and the Jets to beat Miami, and Baltimore to lose to Cincinnati. And boom, the Chargers are in the playoffs. If this happens, it will be the first time since the new format that 3 teams have made the playoffs from one division. My Denver Broncos clinched the division and the conference and home field throughout the playoffs with their win over the Houston Texans yesterday in normal Peyton Manning style, as he threw for 4 TDs, breaking Tom Brady's single-season TD mark. He's at 51 with 1 game to play. Although, spoiler alert, you may not see Peyton suited up next Sunday so that he gets 3 weeks off. And I'm going to say Brock Osweiler will be behind center. Not that he's a bad QB, but he's no Peyton Manning. Now, as far as playoff implications, there are a bunch of games that will decipher who is in and who is out next weekend. In the AFC, the Miami Dolphins hold their own destiny in their hands. If they win, they clinch the 6th seed and are in the playoffs. If they lose, they leave the door open for the Baltimore Ravens, the San Diego Chargers, and believe it or not, the Pittsburgh Steelers. In the NFC, depending on the outcome of tonight's game, the San Francisco 49ers hold their destiny in their hands, which means a win and they're in, and then the last seed is up for grabs between New Orleans and Arizona, which in my opinion is crap, because 2 of the division leaders have way worse records and get home field advantage. The NFL seriously needs to rethink this scenario. Now, that said, the New Orleans Saints need to win to keep their seed. If the 49ers lose, it's a little easier for the Saints, who need to go on the road and win, which, as we've seen all year, they have a really hard time winning at home on the road. So Arizona's hopes are in the hands of the 49ers and the Saints. And that's if the 49ers lose tonight. Otherwise, it's a fight to the end between the Saints and the Cardinals. Anyway, I will have my predictions posted by Thursday morning, so tune in to see who I think will win and go on, and who I think will go home. See you Thursday. And don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channel.